You're listening to 90.3 FM KEXP, streaming worldwide at kexp.org and also on our free mobile apps. I'm Cheryl Waters. I am so delighted to be here in the KEXP studios with the band we have loved for more than 20 years, and so happy to have them joining us back here in the studios. It's the Kills. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's still morning.
It's somewhere.
It's definitely morning. Yeah.
It's a state of mind.
Yeah.
At least you guys made it nice and dark in here. I appreciate that.
Yes,
That's
it's a
nice.
beautiful and cozy room, and you are sounding so fantastic. I am so excited about your newest album, God Games. I appreciate you so much coming in and playing these songs for us today.
We're happy to be here. Thanks for having us.
It's The Kills live on KEXP. Take it away.
Stay for me, you medicate my bad days, hit all my highways. Speed for me, bleed for me, steal me away from all the bad guys, 'cause I'm nice. Down here on the Bowery, city's got me feeling high, got me where you want me. Your midnight eye. Always remember, honey, when you need a ride. Got me going, got me running wild. 'Cause you taste just like New York before a storm takes hold. You race like you were high enough. I'm alone, but I bust my lips on yours. How sweet the night is dark enough. We're only seeing stars. Babe, for me, come back, babe. Leaving off in the heart of me every time you go. Can't keep my eyes on the road. I'm awake and wanting, I'ma take something. Let it be you. Hey, you taste just like New York before a storm takes hold. You race like you were high enough. I'm alone, but I bust my lips on yours. How sweet the night is dark enough. We're only seeing stars. You taste just like New York. To me, ripping from the deepest root of me. It's easy for you to see. You got me where you want me. Boom, boom, boom. What you do to me, ripping from the deepest root of me. It's easy for you to see. You got me where you want me. Yeah, you taste just like New York before a storm takes hold. You race like you were high enough. I'm alone, but on yours. How sweet the night is dark enough. We're only seeing stars. You taste just like New York. You taste just like New York. You taste just like New York. And I'm alone, but I bust my lips on yours. How sweet the night is dark enough. We're only seeing stars.
You're listening to The Kills live on KEXP. That song was from their latest album, God Games, and that sounded fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pacey, that one.
Oh, yes.
They keep giving me coffee.
I was like, this is my hand going like, hit the brakes, hit the brakes.
Better days.
just let it play out. I know we think we're top billing. Just better days, better days, better days. Baby, we'll find better days. There's better days, better days, better days. Baby, you'll find better days. When that whimper dies and a wild river rises, don't make a damn tide or hold it back for. Got to take its time. Those big black open skies, all the while I'm calling out for better days. Baby, don't go looking. Better days, baby, don't go looking for better days. Fate is in our way, but I know we'll be good, God willing. There's better days, better days, better days. Baby, we'll find better days. There's better days, better days, better days. Baby, you'll find better days.
That's a fun one. The crowd goes wild. You're listening to The Kills live on KEXP.
Last days in LA, you saved me, baby, from strange times. You catch me beginning, the kitchen beginning to the fire. Lover, brother, baker, burning at the stake. Stick with me under the last palm tree. Sip a little water from the dirty fountain meant to be the sum of it all. Oh, 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 keep me on the tippy top. Oh, 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 it's 1:03 in the sun. You don't know what you want or what you got when air is hot. It seems to make you so down low. You don't know what you gotta how to stop when air is not what you've seen in me before. But I blame it on the sun. Yeah, I blame it on the sun. These nights we've been tearing are temporary, but spit shines surfing, recurring on an 80 surfing your red eyes. Lover, brother, radar, hot runner, souped up to the nines. Sitting on blocks. Every elevator in the city says it's going up when it's on the rise. Oh, 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 slow. You don't know what you want or how to stop when it is not what you've seen in me before. But I blame it on the sun. Yeah, I blame it on the sun. Yeah, I blame it on the sun. Yeah, I blame it on the sun.
I keep hitting the mic with my earphone,
Just a little percussion.
but that's all right, I think.
It's all I can do not to sing along, which would not be a good thing on my microphone.
To me.
Yeah,
I would appreciate some backup vocals right now.
Oh, if only, I wish. I would love to go on the road as a backup vocalist
Feel
with
free
the
to
Kills.
chip in.
This next song is from a record called... What record's this one on? Blood Pressures.
Is it?
Yeah, I always want to say Midnight Boom, but I think it's on Blood Pressures.
You cannot quiz me at this time.
Or is it Midnight Boom? No, Blood Pressures. Okay, here we go.
Baby says she's dying to meet you, take you off and make your blood hum and tremble like fairground lights. Baby says if ever you see skin, it's fair, her eyes as deep and as black as mine. Oh no, you lie. Baby says the howl of romance I'll get from all you sleeping dogs, you thugs that got or get one yet. Baby says, for all I've forsaken, make something of all the noise and the mess you're making, and all the time it's taken. Baby says, there's death in these silver curls, they break open jails, send you diving for pearls, without a care in the world.
Nicely done. We're live in the KEXP studios with the Kills. That was from their 2011 album, Blood Pressures. I can confirm that.
Thank you. And my brain doesn't work. I need much more coffee than this.
You remember the songs, which is way more important.
I remember the songs, yes. Sometimes I do remember the songs I've been known to.
And 3 beautiful new songs from the equally beautiful album God Games, which came out in October on Domino Records. It is such a pleasure to watch the two of you make magical music together.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure
Feels
to be here.
So good to be on tour again.
Pleasure to be back in Seattle.
We're always so happy to see you, and you were live on KEXP 15 years ago.
What? Come on.
What's taken us so long to come back? I don't
know.
understand.
Busy lives.
Oh.
Well, we've been following along on your wonderful journey, and Allison, you've said as an artist, it is a soulful thing to constantly want to reinvent, and I feel like that's what you've done on every album, but especially on this one. It feels like you have approached songwriting in an entirely new way, and the lyrics came first, the guitars at the end, which is different than you've done it before, and it sounds like there are no rules for what the Kills can be. I've heard you say over and over that this band can be whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the only rule. There aren't any. I mean, I think every single record you try to put yourself to, in a different place and do things that sort of scare you or you don't really know how to do, And there was a nice little gap of time between this record and the last record where we started writing, and if things were sounding too much the same, it was like, okay, let's just write a whole song on a completely different instrument. Let's do this. I don't know. It was different. It had this vibe of first record vibe for me. The whole time I kept saying it. I was like, it's really, really exciting, and I feel like I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm really happy about it.
Well, when there's just 2 of you, I imagine it's a lot easier to shift and evolve, and changing it up all the time is what keeps it exciting and gives you so much joy and satisfaction of doing this together. But also, you have such a deep connection, the 2 of you. It is so palpable when you listen to you and watch you make music together. And at the beginning, you knew this was something that you were going to do for a very long time, maybe forever. Can you talk about that early time and that connection that you felt and how it travels through today?
Yeah, I mean, we started sort of writing songs together. Most people know how we met, but we kind of really bumped into each other and then started making a bit of music together. And Alison was living in Florida, and she decided she was going to move over and that she was going to London and make this a real thing. And I just never had anyone have that much faith in me before, and it kind of was like, wow, it was quite overwhelming, really, how much faith she had. So it sealed the commitment for me. I had to commit to it because, I was picking her up from the airport, and she'd done it, with all her fridge freezer-sized luggages. And we drove back to my house, and on the way we were just talking about how we were going to make our lives into this, and art was going to be our life, and life was going to be our art, and this was it forever. And we kind of thought we would never get a record deal or anything like that, so we were sort of shaking hands on this poverty pact, really.
I love it. I love it. Well, we're so happy it's been an enduring relationship. Can you imagine how the movie would have turned out if he hadn't shown up at the airport?
I know. That would have been a disaster. I don't know how I would have gotten anywhere with all those bags. Thank you for picking me up.
That's okay.
Yes, thank you for picking Allison up.
Thanks for coming.
Well, I heard that those songs on God Games were composed mostly on piano, which is different for you, and in fact, like $100 keyboard.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering how you approached this record and how approaching it differently as you did resulted in what you came up with.
Well, for me, it was I started with lyrics, which I've never done before. I'm always the one that's sort of staying up all night the night before recording to finish the lyrics and bringing them in, and Alison's not heard them before, and it's just awful. I know, I'm terrible. So this time round, I wrote all my lyrics first and made sure that I kind of locked my studio up and I refused to go in until a whole set of lyrics was finished. And once that was finished, I'd go down to my studio and record something. So that was a much different vibe for me. And leaving the guitars to the end was terrifying, because at one stage I just thought, oh my God, what have we done? We don't have a guitar record. And then, but how it turned out was, it was really the last 2 weeks that I put guitar on everything. And it was like auditioning, like trying to impress Alison, like the kind of early days when we would be in competition with this. Oh, listen to this! I just wrote this. What? It was like that. I felt like I was at a sort of audition, and I had to really prove myself.
Sounds like you passed the audition.
Definitely.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah.
Well, it's such a great record. It sounds so alive, and there's a lot of fun surprises. I feel like I hear brass, choir on a couple of songs, and Beck came in and chatted with you a bit and worked on Better Days with you. Tell me about some of those little flourishes that kind of fill that out.
We didn't actually end up finishing anything with Beck, but it was very fun to sort of approach the song from a different angle. We had this demo. We kind of had the entire record written and done, and we were just starting out trying to figure out where we were going to record. And there's Jamie put brass and all sorts of different things.
Yeah, I just
record.
find those things like, I'm fascinated by minimal music and what you can take away from things. So, and keep this power. And I think things like choirs and brass are kind of brass is much more of a rhythmical thing, it's like a rhythmical thing. So it's adding musicality without adding layers, if you like. And I feel the same for a choir. It's adding chords and harmonies and musicality without feeling like you've got layers of stuff. So that's what I was experimenting with, if anyone's interested, which everyone looks like they're switching off and they're not. I'll save that for my TED Talk.
We're on the edge of our seats here.
Yeah. Edge of your seats trying to get out of the room.
Well, I'm wondering if it's true, if you were working on your archival material, the B-sides and rarities, Little Bastards, at the same time you were writing this, because if you were, I wonder what it was like to be in that nostalgic headspace, mining all that old material.
Definitely not the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do think it was inspiring. It was so interesting. It was like
really inspiring and confirming.
It was like looking at other people. Some of that stuff was 20 years ago. Watching these YouTube clips of us playing and not recognizing that girl, and they're like, wow,
Yeah,
it was really trippy. I never spent any time doing that before.
I felt like listening to some of those early tracks for like unreleased things and stuff. It was like we didn't care. Not in an apathetic way. We
cared a lot.
It was like it was just for us. And some of the things that we released, I think we'd kind of like pore over them now and think, oh, that's not good enough, or that's not recorded well enough. And I liked having that, listening to all those Little Bastards tracks and feeling like getting some of that, energy.
Raw
raw vibe.
Yeah. It was really fun to put together. It was a super trip down memory lane. You kind of have to strap in for that and be ready. But it was cool. I think it came out well.
Did you add any new oldies to your sets after mining through all that material?
Well, we started playing Murder Mile, didn't we?
Yeah.
Which was not from Little Bastards, but it was kind of an early era thing.
Yeah.
I don't think we play anything from Little Bastards. I quite like to play...
Super Powerless?
Oh, maybe Super Powerless. I was thinking of...
Raise Me. I'm just going to name them all, and he's going to keep saying, no, not that one.
No, it's the one that starts with... Passion is accurate.
I love that. Do that again. Well, talking about that nostalgic time, there's a beautiful photo series booklet that comes along with God Games. Did you all take all those photos? What was that like, putting that together?
Yeah, I had this idea, how we work on songs together. It's very like we both kind of come in with a thing and then we add to each other's work. And I thought, what would that look like visually? for each song. And so we both take tons of photographs, and I asked Jamie, I said, just give me a photograph for every song, and I'll contribute a photograph to every song, and we'll put them together, and they'll tell a whole other story. And I think it's a really nice way to see work and read lyrics and listen at the same time. And I love it. I'm so pleased with that.
It's such a beautiful new record. It's God Games from the Kills. Thank you so much for taking time to stop by today.
Thank you for having us.
Really, really lovely to be here, honestly.
Always so great to see you. And we want to thank our listeners and viewers so much for making wonderful sessions like this possible. We are listener powered. You can learn more about us at KEXP.org and make a gift in support of discovery of great music anytime. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll get notification every time we launch a new video. Once again, a big thank you to the Kills.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Woohoo!
Awesome.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.